Hey Snoopers, I hope you all are having a great Tuesday. We have a lot to get into, so let's just jump right in. Okay, so I want to start out talking about the launching of the Discovery Plus streaming channel. Now I know you guys probably seen it. They was promoting it like God knows for like a minute now, but it's finally launched. It actually launched, it started launching yesterday, and they had little quirks here and there, but I'm here to tell you the pros and the cons. Now, when I say that I tried, I mean, I really, really, really tried not to get swept up in the hype of it. Like, I tried. I said, I am not, absolutely not downloading this channel just to watch the same shows that I watch on other streaming services. Like, I refuse to. Well, I got suckered in, okay? So I signed up. Now, the pros is the shows are actually uncensored. So all the shows that we see on the regular streaming services, we hear lots of beep, beep, beep. This one, it's raw. It's uncensored. So we hear all the cussing and everything. And another thing that I heard was going to go down when the time is right is that you may see some minor nudity, but I don't think it's going to be like to the like extreme. You might see a butt cheek, okay? But you are I've been watching the channel since I downloaded last night, and I could assure you that you do hear a lot of cuss words. A lot of cuss words. And also, they did, here my function. Sorry, y'all. But they also did, they did add some new shows. Not very many, but they did add new shows. I personally got it because I am a diehard fan of 90 Day Fiance. Like, I'm like a huge fan, okay? I've been the day one fan, and I just love it. But so they added two shows. One is called 90 Day Fiance Bear All, and the other one is called 90 Day Fiance Diaries. The 90 Day Fiance Diaries is a lot like the quarantine series that we just watched basically a few months ago. And I'm gonna get into those shows in a minute. And I also peeped out that they had this bacon show, but it's not like none of the bacon shows that I ever seen. It's called Cake-alikes. It's starring that guy from Ellen, Caleb, I believe that's his name. Sorry if I get it wrong. But yeah, that show's interesting. But I'll save that show for another video. But okay, so the cons are pretty much you get the same shows that you would find on the streaming services, with the exception of a few added shows. Now, if you don't mind the commercials, the cost is $4.99 a month, which is not bad for a streaming service. But if you're anybody like me who has no patience whatsoever, you're going to pay that $6.99 for the commercial-free side. But so do I think that the Discovery Plus is worth it? I mean, it's really hard to say. I'm going to give it a month, and I'll touch base back with y'all, let y'all know whether or not they get the axe. Okay, and speaking of the 90-day fiance bears all. Okay, so I mean, guys, this is the show that actually pulled me in to stream this channel. Um, but we're gonna have to start with Brittany and Yazan, and I have three words for you. That is major T spilled. Okay, Brittany did not hold back. She told the whole Sean that Yazan lied about having a job, that she had to basically pay from everything, from the food to the Airbnb. She also said allegedly that Yazan was trying to be her sugar baby, and was asking her for money. And she also accused him of cheating on her with not only women but also men. Allegedly, according to Brittany, someone sent her screenshots of Yazan soliciting a man for money, in exchange to sending a pic. I believe the guy sent him the pic of his derriere, um, open derriere, if you catch my drift, to entice Yazan. And according to Brittany, Yazan still was talking to the dude. So she's saying that Yazan goes both ways. Now, all this, of course, Yazan is going to deny, okay? He denies it all. He said actually it was him that broke up with Brittany. Because he found out through the grapevine that Brittany is known for dating older men and using them for the coin or the bag. But of course, well, Brittany actually did not deny that. She actually said, well, hey, these men, they have their life together, and it is what it is, and you don't. But there is going to be that. This is why I'm saying I'm giving this streaming channel a month, because they are breaking the bears all. They're breaking things down in parts. Okay, so next week we're going to hear from Yazan's brother, and we're going to hear from Yazan's father. Now, according to Brittany, all that stuff that Yazan's family didn't like her, all that stuff they was pulling once the camera started rolling, she said that was a whole bunch of BS. She said actually that according to Yazan, his family loved her Instagram pictures, loved her social media page, thought she was pretty, and she brought receipts. She pulled out her phone and she showed how Yazan said, that basically his family liked her or whatever. But let me tell you something, Brittany. That is a male game, okay? They would tell you anything, and I mean anything, to get that cat. I said it, okay? He was saying anything and everything, okay, to either marry you to get that cat, or he was, I don't know if he was willing to move to the States. So who knows if he was actually using her for a green card. I don't know. But in any event, these two don't seem not going to get back together. I doubt that, seriously. Now, let's move on to my favorite people, okay? And I'm telling you, it's no secret. When I saw these two on Pillow Talk, I was like, they're going to, because they were funny, okay? And I'm talking about no other than Tariq and Dean. Now, if you don't know who Tariq is the guy who married Hazel from the Philippines. And they are, I believe they're engaged, if I'm not mistaken. And Hazel is currently here. Okay, now Tariq and his little brother Dean, they actually elevated from just the regular 90 Day Fiance show, and they actually were I can't believe I cannot talk right now. They were featured on 90 Days Pillow Talk. Now y'all remember that, right? When 90 Day Pillow Talk first came out, Tariq and Dean were the first, two people to actually be on that series. And they were, in my opinion, very popular. I mean, they brought some zhazhu to the show. Okay? Now, like I said, they were the to me, they were the most popular cast members, okay? But then all of a sudden, like, they just poof, like they just disappeared. Now, there were rumors floating around. Okay, the main rumor that was floating around was that Dean, which is the one, sitting closer up, that he said a racial slur, not racial slur, a homophobic slur against another 90 Day Fiance cast member, Mike. What's his name, Mike? I believe it was Mike. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I know he's on Pillow Talk now. He's on Pillow Talk now. Why can I? Well, regardless, they were saying that he said a homophobic slur against another guy, and he got fired. So everybody thought they got fired, but Tariq cleared that up last night on the 90 Day Fiance Bear All, and he told host Sean that no, they was not fired, but that he was bamboozled by his brother. He was betrayed by his brother. Okay? Now, first start, was it because of Hazel? No. Y'all want to know why? It's really hard to believe, but allegedly, according to Tariq, they fell out because Dean thought that Tariq was trying to steal his shine. And when I mean steal his shine, I mean that Dean felt like that Tariq was cutting him off while they were filming, and he could not get his jokes across because he felt like Tariq was and Tariq couldn't get his moment. Dean couldn't get his moment. That's what Dean said. Or that's what allegedly that's what happened. Okay. So also, Tariq also alleges that Dean, like, they wrapped up shooting. Okay. They wrapped up shooting. He said that they went out to dinner. He said everything was fine. They did a little bro fist pump. He went his way. Dean went his way. And then the next thing you know, he got a call from the producer saying that Dean quit. And to make matters worse, not only did Dean quit and moved his ass over to the Philippines, where he is currently now with his fiance. I think her name is like Regine. And so he didn't tell nobody. He just got up and left. So Tariq felt blindsided because not only did he know that he didn't know his brother was going to quit. Well, he didn't even know his brother felt that way. First of all, he didn't know that his brother felt that he was trying to steal his shine. He said they never talked about it. They got along great. Okay. And he had no clue that his brother was going to quit. And he was even more clueless that his brother was in the Philippines. But hey, whew, this is a lot. But this is why Tariq is really upset. So I think Tariq is willing to put all that aside, all that bullshit about stealing the shine and all that jazz. But this one thing right here, I don't think Tariq gonna get over. Tariq says that the reason why he is really upset is because Dean's exit cost him some major coins. Okay? Um Major bags. But next week is when we are going to hear Dean's side of the story. And then they're going to bring them both on. So this is going to be interesting, being that it's uncensored, no holds bar. I mean, I want the brotherly love, but I'm excited to see this, guys. And but I really hope that they get their these two could come back together, and my 2 cents is that Tariq is going to get over it. Okay, he's going to get over it. You know why? This is just my 2 cents. Nothing has been confirmed. But I believe that Tariq is going to go back to Pillow Talk, this time with Hazel and maybe Hazel's or their love interest. Okay? All right, I'm putting that to existence now. All right, but moving on. And no, I am not going to talk about the 90-day diaries because as of right now, I think the 90-day diary so far is a snooze fest, to say the least. But I am going to stick with it because I do love Annie and Robert. And I do love Dean and Regine. So I do love them. So that's the only reason why I'm going to continue to watch it. So Dean, Robert, and Annie, y'all better make this show poppin'. Pop Smoke's brother, Obese Jackson, said that his brother was getting death threats before he was murdered. His brother actually stopped by Taraji P. Henson's Facebook Watch series. It's called The Peace of Mind with Taraji. And let me tell you guys, if you have not started to watch the series, I mean, it's a definite must watch. I'm not going to tell you it's a must watch, and it's not. So believe me, you're not going to waste your time watching this. But on this particular episode, OBC sat down with Taraji, and it was like so sad. I mean, although it's been a year and a half since Pop's untimely death, I mean, it's still fresh in our minds because we're still trying to make it make sense. I mean, just make it make sense. Why would they murder someone that was about to be in his prime? I mean, he was like 9 toes into the hip hop game. Um, I mean, you would hear his voice and you would automatically know, yeah, that's Pop. That's Pop. We all know that authorities have arrested and convicted the 5 people involved in his early demise, but the situation still doesn't make any sense. And although it was alleged that he was involved in gang activity in the past, I mean, who would I mean, it look, that haters it's real. It's real out here. Okay? But let me just get back to obesity because I mean, I could just feel his pain as he spoke with Taraji. I mean, I was water buckets. Okay. So I'm going to let you listen to a couple of pieces out of the interview. If you want to see the whole thing, you can go to my website, fatgirlsnoop.com, and you can watch the whole thing. But I'm going to break it down in snippets. So the first piece I'm going to show is how obesity, how he how he's dealing with mentally dealing with the untimely passing of his brother. Take a look.
That weekend right there.
That was your brother. It's okay.
Me losing my only brother, I'm going through so many things, in my head because, I won't be able to hug my brother again, tell him I love him again. Like, I won't be able to see him. I won't be able to play basketball with him again. I won't be able to work out with him again. I won't be able to show him my accomplishments.
Jackson also shared that his family had a deep conversation with Pop prior to the weekend of his shooting. Take
that weekend right there, like that Sunday, I had just seen him. Me, my mom, and my brother just sat in a room and talked for hours, which had not happened in years. That last conversation was, okay, I know my brother loves me, and he knows I definitely love him. And he said that he loved me. You know what I'm saying?
I tell y'all what, rewatching this with you guys, it is totally like getting me all like misty eyed. But okay, so Obese also hopes, he shared that he also hopes that Black men will be more open to seek therapy and allow themselves to be more vulnerable. Take a look.
Pushing through it.
What does pushing through it look like?
I cry. I'm a firm believer in that Black men too, should be, they should be vulnerable.
Okay.
They should
Say it again. Say it again. Black men should
Straight
be
to the camera.
vulnerable. Black men should be vulnerable and allow themselves to, open up and show the world who, what they're feeling and who they truly are. Because we've been suppressed, we've been locked up. And that's where all this barbaric kind of actions come from. My mind can't even grasp onto it sometimes.
So sad and so senseless. I mean, I could just feel his pain through his words. I mean, it's like every time, like watching it, like I said, watching it with you guys, I'm already getting sad. I don't want to mess my makeup up, but yeah, y'all, we gotta put these guns down, okay? Like we gotta put these we gotta put these guns down, especially in my community. We have to. Killing is not always the answer. It's not going to solve anything. But well, if you need to catch Taraji P. Henson's series, it is a much watch. Go out there and watch it. Trust me, you're not going to waste your time. This series also featured Asian Doll, who was the on again, off again girlfriend to King Von. As you know, King Von was murdered just a few months ago. I mean, this is like so sad. But yeah, check it out. Trust me, you're gonna like it. Okay, so you guys still with me? Okay, all right. So let's get to the last story. Okay, and this story is just as effed up as the two stories that I just got through telling you. Okay, this involves Black Ink Crew's Caesar Emmanuel. Okay, now if you don't watch the show, Caesar, he's on the VH1 Black Ink of New York, Black Ink New York. It was one of the series that became popular. He since then has grown his brand to tattoo shops all over, not all over, I would say, but each side of I think he's just on the West Coast right now. But yeah, so he has Black Ink New York, which is in Harlem. He has Black Ink Atlanta. I believe he has Black Ink Louisiana, but don't quote me on that. And of course, he was trying to stump on Ryan Henry's toes by trying to get a Black Ink Chicago. Okay, but he has bigger fish to fry, people. Bigger fish to fry. And it involves him, his daughter Cheyenne, his girlfriend Suzette, and his baby moms, the mother Cheyenne. Okay, so his daughter is accusing him of the A word. Okay? You know how you slap your kids up, choke them, yoke them? Yep. That's what, well, he's not being accused of that, but you get the gist. Okay? So she's accusing him of the big A word. Allegedly. Okay? Now, she's accusing him of the domestic, the A word. So I'm not going to get my video flagged. The 16-year-old went to social media on January 2nd to make the allegations against her dad. On Instagram, Cheyenne alleged that Caesar yanked her out the shower when she was ball butt naked, beat her, stomped her, in her words, like a dog on the street. Okay, that's her words. Now, according to Cheyenne, the incident happened like 3 months ago, but she has not been able to get over it. Now, allegedly, it was because Cheyenne wasn't listening to Caesar's new girlfriend, and Cheyenne refused to do chores around the house. And that particular incident allegedly was because she didn't wash the dishes. That's just according to rumors. Now, Cheyenne vented about her father and his girlfriend Suzette on Instagram Live, adding that he allegedly broke down several bathroom doors just to get to her. She says that he threw a speaker at her head and that she called the popo. She called the police. Now, Caesar's girlfriend Suzette also took to social media to throw some major shade at Cheyenne, which to me is kind of messed up because, you know, kids should be out of the equation. No matter how, what's the word I want to use? Grown, sassy they may be. Kids are off limits, okay? But Suzette went to social media and she drew some major shade at Cheyenne via Instagram. And she says that Cheyenne wanted $600 wigs, but she did not want to clean them damn dishes. She said, this is what she said now on her Instagram page. She said, "You were 60 pounds overweight when we got you. We had you in the gym on meal plans. You told me you wish I was your mother." Okay? Suzette also called the little girl a thought. And for those of you who don't know what thought means, I mean, in this century, Google it. Okay? Google it. And to make matters worse, Suzette also implied that Cheyenne had an STD. Now, Caesar responded now. It took a minute because they was going back and forth. Then Caesar's baby moms, she jumped in it. And, you know, she just basically said what I said, like, you know, leave my kid out of it. And she basically said that Cheyenne was back living with her and she would not be letting Cheyenne go through that abusive stuff. Now, while this was going on, Caesar was quiet. He was posting family outings, you know, making it seem like everything was all good. And then when the sugar honey iced tea, I thought I was gonna say it. Y'all thought I was gonna say it. No. When that sugar honey iced tea hit the fan, baby, Caesar immediately got on social media and he claims that Cheyenne had an issue with their new blended family. She had a hard time not being the only child anymore. So that was the gist. She didn't like the stepside of it all. And so this is what he said. He said, this is a statement. He said, my daughter Cheyenne and I are not on great terms. However, I will never physically abuse her. I have only done what many parents would have done when their child has crossed the line, and that is discipline. My child, he wrote. He went on to say, I love my daughter, and she is the only heir to my black ink tattoo studios. Really, Caesar? Really? She is just having a hard time adjusting to no longer being the only child and having to share her father. I am doing the best that I can to make everyone comfortable in our own new blended family. That was his statement. Now, this is not the first time that C's, Suzette, and the baby mom's Crystal beef. They actually had a little shady exchange online as recently as just this past October. And people, they're hoping that the family will work things out without airing it on social media. Okay, but this is what we need on Black Ink, okay? This is what we need to see on Black Ink, Caesar. Some real shit. Instead of you partying and sleeping with all kinds of women and all these fake relationships they got going on and these fake workers you got going on that don't do no damn tattoos. Come on, y'all. How many of them that work at Black Ink actually do tattoos? I can count them on one hand. Okay, Caesar, this is what we want to see. So my 2 cents is that hopefully Caesar will get his head in the game and really give us a look into his reality so that his whole family, his heir to his Black Ink throne, can get that Black Ink bag, okay? But that's just my 2 cents. We all have them. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we have a lot to discuss in the comments. Did you guys vote like me? How many of y'all out there actually stream the Discovery Plus channel? And what about the Tyreek and the Dean situation? Do you think these brothers would ever come together back as one? And what about Brittany and Yazan? Do you think Yazan swings both ways? Hard to say. And also, please don't forget to go check out the full interview with Pop Smoke's brother. It is a must watch. And lastly, Caesar. Oh my God, come on, you are a multi-mogul dude, man. You gotta move a little different, man. But then again, these days, you know, you do something, well, let me not even say that. Let me just keep that 2 cents to myself. But I wish you guys a happy rest of your Tuesday. And like I said, don't forget to catch me on my website, fatgirlsnoop.com. And please like, share, comment, and subscribe because it does wonders for my video and for my podcast. And until next time, that is PHAT as in pretty, hot, and tempting. Bye for now.